Is going on, Aquarius, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so it is Friday, March 28th when I'm recording this, but whenever you guys find this is when it's meant for you. All right, so let's jump into this, guys. I hope you have been well, and let's see what's up. Shout out to my Aqua Risings, that's where I fit into this. All right, guys, so keep in mind this could be your energy that I'm picking up on, or the energy of someone or something around you. And just a disclaimer, my loves, that I will never ever contact you personally for a personal reading. If anyone does, that is a scammer pretending to be me. So please be careful, guys, and do not get got. All right, guys, so let's see what is going on. Now, guys, if you haven't heard already, I have updated my website. The demand was really, really high, and a lot of people were having a tough time understanding I'm just one person. So I took off just about every reading on my website. The only ones left are emergency readings, which come out within 24 hours. And I did leave one general full reading option for anybody who's patient enough to wait over 24 hours, okay? All right, guys, so let's get to it. What is going on here? What is the energy around my aquas right now? Past, present, and future, starting with your past. So let's start with your past. But yeah, guys, things have been so much better since I altered my website because now I've just been able to play catch up. All right, no one's been upset with me. So it's just beautiful. And if you guys need anything, you'll have it within 24 hours. So no room for anyone to get upset anymore, okay? I wish I would have done this years ago. It was like the best thing I've ever done. All right, guys, let's do this. What is going on in your past here, Aquarius? All right, guys. So we have the King of Wands reversed, and we have the Four of Pentacles reversed. Let's get one more card here. And we have the Six of Cups reversed. Okay, so some of you could have been dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but there's something, Aquarius, that it's done. All right, you have put a chapter in your past, and this was a tough decision that you made. All right, you guys were between a rock and a hard place when it came to this. But ultimately, you chose not to go towards something anymore, not to put more effort into something. And you know what, guys? I feel like this opens a lot of opportunity for you. I feel like it's opening, it's just opening the conversation for so much more in your life. Okay, so let's start with this King of Wands reversed, and let's see why this is here. Why is this King of Wands reversed in your past? We have the King of Swords. That's your energy there. Let's get one more. And we have the Queen of Swords reversed. And guys, you know, I'm not even going to sugarcoat this, but whatever you had to protect yourself from in the past, a lot of you realize this because you had a moment where something really took you out of character. And it made you just look at a situation. Like, I feel like once that happened, once you got out of character about something, you're just like, oh my God, I can't believe I had to get out of character like that. I can't believe I was led to that. All right, so you get to a point where it's like you're really standing up for yourself, and it's like, look at what you made me do. Okay, there's a song that goes by that. Look what you made me do. Somebody put that in the comments. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, Dancing with a Stranger. Look what you made me do. All right, so maybe that's gonna resonate with some of you. I'm like, what song is that? It was gonna bother me. But you're choosing to stand against what was making you so unhappy. And it's like the moment you do that, you realize not only are you on the right path, but it's like you feel like you have the world in your hands. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles reversed. Why is this here? We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, Aquarius, this was causing you a lot of anxiety. Like, this was keeping you up at night. All right, or this was just making you overthink too much, look into things too much. All right, we have the devil card reverse and you have the star card reverse, and you just got to a point where you're like, you know what, this isn't who or what I thought it was. All right, this makes you completely lose faith in someone or something, and I feel bad for that someone or something, because the levels of done are high for you. Okay, you're done. All right, so you're definitely putting this in the past, and this is something that I feel that at one point it was a fond memory or a fond experience, but that changed. So why is the Six of Cups reversed here? Why is the Six of Cups reversed here? We have the Seven of Cups and the World card. There's some sort of delusion. There's some sort of illusion you're just not allowing yourself to sit in anymore. And guys, what I love about the World card is, yes, it talks about a chapter completing, something being over, but it also talks about something incredible that you're about to go towards. Okay, and this is all happening because of what you chose to put in the past. Okay, so I really like, I love this for you guys, because you realize that something was just a facade, something was just, some sort of illusion. Okay, some of you could have been dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but whatever this was, guys, it was a burden. And with the Strength card reverse, you weren't the same person around this. Like, I'm not saying this made you weak. For some, you could have felt weak, but this is something where it wasn't allowing you to put your best foot forward when it came to life, when it came to certain opportunities. Okay, because it's like you may have lost a lot of spark or passion with this. All right, but guys, I'm here to tell you with the Ten of Swords reversed that the worst is over. This just, it involved you having to let go of someone or something that you were very closely tied to that was just manipulating you for the worst. Okay? So present moment, what is going on in the present moment for Aquarius? We have the Three of Wands and we have the Four of Wands. Let's get one more card here. The Three of Pentacles reversed. Guys, this couldn't be clearer. It's so obvious. You turn your back and it's like you look at what the world has to offer. All right, you turn your back and it brings so much stability. This Four of Wands, this is your center card, your central energy. Okay, and this all happens because you refuse to see eye to eye with someone or something anymore, and you're standing your ground with that because, again, you knew how unhappy you were. You know how much something was forced, and it's like, I feel like something kept making you unhappy. And if this is something that, like, you gave more than one chance, I feel like have you guys ever given, like, let's say a person, for example, have you ever given a person another chance, like, regardless of what they did to you or what relationship you had to them? You give them another chance, and then it's like you have this moment where you're like sitting next to them, or maybe you're talking to them, and like the regret just sets in, and it's just like, oh my God, I shouldn't have forgiven you. Oh my God. Or maybe I could have forgiven you, but I should have, like, completely left you alone. And it's just like, you're reminded why you were mad in the first place. Like, there's just something where that's what it is. If you were kind, if you gave more chances, I feel like you ultimately regretted that. Okay. Cause guys, something really took you out of character. And I'm going to be honest, especially if this is something with a mind, like if it's a person or an environment, I feel like this energy always felt what you were destined for. And once you connected to this energy, it really drastically changed a lot around you. And it's something that, yeah, you had to learn from, but it's something that it was the opposite of the abundance or whatever it was that you were supposed to go towards. Like, I think that there was an energy that played with you that was very well aware of who you were and where you were meant to go in life. Okay, so you're not, especially if you're dealing with a person, this isn't someone who's clueless. This isn't someone who's dumb. This isn't someone who's like, oh, well, you weren't meant to do much. Like, no, guys, this energy always knew you were meant to go above and beyond. Okay, so, like, if you ask me, that makes this shit even more personal. Like you knew what I was destined for, and you still came around, you still played with me, you still got me out of character, you still made me feel like shit. Like, now we're not doing that. So why is this Three of Wands here? We have the Knight of Pentacles. So again, there could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn around you. This could also be the approach you're taking forward. And the Chariot reverse. So guys, it was inevitable for you to turn your back on this. And right now you're in a position where slow and steady wins the race. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, this is going to be the sort of energy where, let's say there's steps to get to something that you want. I see you perfecting every step before moving to like the next one. Okay, you're genuinely going to perfect everything before moving forward. This isn't going to be something, something that's destroyed because the foundation was never strong. You're going to make sure that foundation is very solid before you continue to build. Okay, and you've accepted the reality of what something is. All right, now your center card, guys, is the Four of Wands, which is beautiful. That's, again, that's your central energy. That's what everything taps into. All right, so this Four of Wands, that the central energy of this reading is stability, equilibrium for you. Like, come on, who wouldn't want that? So why is this Four of Wands so important in the center position here? We have the Knight of Swords, your energy. And a lot of you are going to be more focused than ever. I feel like a lot of you are emotionally withdrawing from something. Like, even if you still feel something towards something, you're not going to show it because you don't have it in you to fight. Because before, there was people trying you, testing you. And you see how now you have all these swords and everybody's kind of just running away? Like, yeah, people are going to learn to stop playing with you. All right? And that's what this is. Like, you chose stability. You chose to get out of something. And that was a hard decision to make because you had to let go of someone or something that was very closely tied to you. But this energy was really manipulating your life for the worse. Okay, this energy did not have good intention for you. Like, I don't care what this energy was telling you or what this environment was trying to say it could do for you. Like, no. Okay, 3:33 on the clock when I'm saying this, guys. Three of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, there's someone or something you don't see eye to eye with. You're not building on it. You're not interested in it. Even if you are interested, you're still not going to build on it. Like, you're just... you don't feel safe with something. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Guys, and this is something that made you feel so depleted. It made you feel so spread thin. And guys, this is, this card is showing up in the present moment, the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So a lot of you, like, as you're watching this, you could feel so defeated in so many areas in life. Like, this took a lot from you. All right, like, if you were someone that you'd wake up, you'd be like, oh my God, I'm so excited for today. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this done. Like, I feel like by the time you actually left this, like, in the present moment, you're like, okay, I woke up today. That's a start. Okay. And it's like you're trying to find yourself again. Like, you didn't wake up with that, but it's like you're up, you're here, So I feel like this really took so much out of you. And I know I'm making this sound casual, but it's not. There's a part in my spirit. I'm not going to cry because it's, it's not my story, but it's just like there's something in my spirit that makes me sad. Just looking at these cards where it's like, damn, like, you were such a source of light before this came in and played with your light. Okay, and whether that's something you feel now or like you have in the past, like, what that feels like. It's not a good feeling. Okay, so I feel like you're out of something and there's so much stability that you're about to build, but maybe you don't see it right now at this moment because, like, just the fact that you're out of it and that you're alive and that you survived something, like, that's a lot. Let's get one more card here. We have the Nine of Cups reversed. Like, guys, you were very dissatisfied with this. There's no way to sugarcoat it. When you look back at it, that was shit. That situation, that person, those people, that environment, that place, whatever. It was shit. My God, it was shit. It almost made you forget who you are, and it's making you feel like you have to start from scratch on a spiritual and emotional level. You know, like you have to find who you are again. And it's like, I'm being honest with the with what I see here. Don't hold on to this if this isn't, how you feel. But can I dare say that some of you are in a place where nothing really excites you right now? You know? Or it's just like you look back at that and it's just so depressing to think about what you allowed yourself to go through. But for a lot of you, it's like you've gotten out of something, you've gotten out of being in the survival mode, and now it's just like, okay, what's next? What do I do now? What's there to be excited about? Like, because it did such a number on you. It really, really did do such a number on you. Okay. And whether you know it, Aquarius, or not, the biggest thing that you had to do, and if you've done this up to this point, I am so proud of you, because this is what you had to do. This is what the universe was asking of you right now. You just had to let it go. And some of you, I hear you saying, but that's not enough. I want more. Of course you want more. And you're getting more. But your mission, your job was to let something go. So even if you woke up and you're like, blah, you already put in motion for such an exciting, passionate life with so many blessings. You put that in motion. You just had to let something go. All right, guys, and this is real life. Like, I wish we could, like, break up with someone and be over it the next day, or, cut out a friendship or some sort of relationship, or leave a job and, like, be okay the next day. But that's not really how things work. So if there's anyone here feeling defeated and feeling like, damn, I need to do more, like, all of your effort was supposed to go into letting something go. And if you've done that, you are right on time. You are right where you need to be. Please be kind to yourself. Please be gentle with yourself. Please remain graceful. That's all Spirit asked of you. By you doing that, you've lined yourself up for everything else that's good. That was all that was asked of you up until now. All right? I don't care what projects were put on hold. I don't care how long it's been since you've done certain things. I don't care. Are you out? Yes? That's it. That's it. That's all you had to do. All right? That's all that was required of you. As you start feeling better and happier and lighter and brighter, trust me, everything falls back into place. But something did a number on you, guys, and it doesn't take a day to heal from something that did a number on you. Usually when something does a number on you, it takes weeks, months, years for that thing to do a number to you. All right, so I don't think it's going to take years to get over this at all. No. But be gentle with yourself. Like, if you went through something for so long, allow yourself grace and time to heal, to get over something, to get past a certain era in your life. Okay? Because, yeah, I didn't even see this, but the Five of Cups, this was something that it could have done such a number on you that it's like you're looking at everything that's gone wrong. Life is feeling a little gray to you. But what the person in this card doesn't realize is that there's 2 cups behind you and they're full. All right? Why cry over spilled milk when there's still milk behind you? All right, so for those that you're having trouble finding hope or finding motivation or inspiration to move forward, like you went through a lot, give yourself grace. Okay? Give yourself grace, because you know what happened. All right, and there's something that it left you very tired. It left you very depleted, but it put you right where you needed to be. Your spirit is still intact. Okay? And your spirit is very proud of you for moving past something. Going into the future, we have the Queen of Wands reversed, The Ace of Wands reversed. Let's get one more. What did I say, Aquarius? I'm not here bullshitting. You guys end up so happy. I promise you there's such a happy ending to this. Guys, so happy to the point where your happiness is going to trigger some people. Okay, because there's something that you once saw as exciting, that you once may have had passion in, but you don't anymore. That's gone. And again, I feel very bad for the energy that you no longer see it that way, because it's like, you guys, you're gone, you're done. Okay? And this is what it leads to. Pure, pure happiness. The Ten of Cups, this is the highest degree of happiness in tarot. Like next to like the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card. But for a card that's not a major arcana, this is the happiest card. Okay? And that's where you guys are going. But you realize that you were never going to manifest this with a particular energy that was around you that was, you know, making you feel or think recklessly. Okay, guys, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, like you're going towards wealth, you're going towards abundance, you're going towards happiness, you're going towards security. And that might be so hard to fathom after the exhaustion of what you went through, but it's still there. All right, whoever or whatever this was around you, it doesn't have the power to take this from you. All right, so we have the Justice card and the Queen of Wands reversed. So again, there's going to be energies that are really pissed off that you turned your life around. And that's karma. Like, what does it sound like to be pissed off at someone because they got through the hell that you put them through? What kind of psychotic, crazy ass shit is that? After everything you went through, someone can't fathom how you find happiness afterwards. Especially with how tired and depleted, in more ways than one, this left you. For some of you, there is financial depletion. There is just depletion in the things that made you feel stable. And now you're starting a whole new life here. All right. And with the Ace of Pentacles, this is going to bring long-term stability into your life. Let's get one more card for this bitter Betty. One more card here. Why is this person so pissed? And you're not interested. All right. So it's like, Aquarius, something really tried to tear you down. And then you have some beautiful come up. You're blessed. You're so happy. And you're not accepting this. Like this person or place, thing, whatever, it's coming to you with some sort of offer. And look at this person. They're not living. They don't want what's in that cup. I've drank enough poison. You drink that poison this time around. Okay, guys. So is there karma in all of this? Yes. And that's good. All right, I said it this morning on my Threads account on Instagram. But I had to come to the realization as an adult that people don't always receive karma. Okay? You can say what you want, and I don't care who unfollows my page. Like, garbage, take yourself out. But, like, just look at our country. Like, it's ran by a lot of evil people right now. Like, evil just seems to be winning in so many corners of the world right now. Okay. There are people fighting wars where there isn't another army against them. Like, this is pure evil. Okay? And as much as the righteous people in this world, we want to see karma. You don't always see that. You don't. Just because someone really, really fucks you over, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to live the worst life ever. Okay? And that's a very hard pill to swallow, but that's the truth about this world. Some people just get away with shit. Some people will never have to pay for anything. But here, for sure, people are going to pay. You know what I'm saying? Once you stop putting effort into something, there's a passion that comes back within you. There's a light within you that re-sparks. All right. I don't think it ever went fully out, but I think it was like the size of a pilot light. Like, is it lit? Yes, but it's small. You might have to get underneath something kind of uncomfortable. Like you might have to, but it's lit. It's still there. Okay, it's still there. But you have to fight the whole time. And that's why you're so ready for a whole new beginning. And Aquarius, with this Fool card, I think that that's exactly what you need right now. Just to start over and to not have this be your narrative, to not have this evil shit around you. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands reversed. So what is going on with this Ace of Wands reverse? Why is this Ace of Wands reversed? We have the Two of Wands. You letting go, again, something you once had passions in is what puts you on the path that you're very passionate about, where you realize the world has always been in your hands. Okay? It's just someone or something made you forget. And guys, it's like, again, like, I don't even watch the news anymore because it's so depressing, and our news is so heavily monitored, and like we don't see what really goes on. Like I have to talk to my friends in other countries to find out what's happening in America. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how we're like the biggest joke in the world right now. But it's so easy to be discouraged looking at certain things, and it's just like there's going to be something that happens that you realize like no, you have more of a grip on your life than you thought. You're not defeated in the way that you thought you were. All right, and we have the Death card reversed. So are there certain things that will still affect you that you're still going to think about? Of course. Are there things that you might not be over, after a day or two? Of course. Okay. But guys, it's like someone put the verse, but like in the Bible it says like, I'm going to give you back everything you lost times like 7. Okay, I know one of you know the quote by heart. All right, but this is the energy here. With this 5 of Pentacles reversed, okay, Spirit saw everything that you lost. Spirit saw how hard it was to escape something. All right, you will get back 7 times, if not more, than what you've lost. All right, guys, and I feel like that's why things could feel so defeating at times, all right? Because it's like you could look back and it's like, damn, like I really lost a lot. I really went through a lot, okay? But you shed all of that and you end this era happier than you've ever been. We have the Ace of Swords reversed, the 8 of Wands reversed. Once you cut something off as harshly as you were treated in it, all right, and you let go of that person, place, or thing that you were once closely tied to, that is the recipe. You guys want a spell for success? Drop that bitch. Whoever the bitch is in your life, whether it's a person, place, or thing, drop that bitch. That's all you got to do. That's the most of what you have to do. And I feel like I really need to keep saying that. All right, because some of you are going to think that's not enough. Some of you really feel like, okay, but then what's now? Like, now I got to rebuild this. Now, my life is in shambles. Like, I'm telling you, that's what the universe asked of you, just to let it go and trust God. Have faith. Blind faith, because you don't see what's coming. You have to have blind faith for this one. If you guys are able to let it go, regardless of how you feel once you've let it go, that's what the universe asked of you right now, just to let it go. Do that, let God handle the rest. Let Spirit handle the rest. Whatever you believe in, okay? Let it handle the rest, because you're going to see that after like what felt like such a disaster, you have the opportunity to rebuild in a way that you've never built before, in a powerful way that you've never experienced before. All right, and this comes to you at a time where you feel so depleted. Success, major success, guys, with the 6 of Wands, you see it here, comes in, because you're just gonna move so much more authentically. And I'm not saying that you were inauthentic in the past. Okay. I'm saying that, like, when everything happens that you were scared of happening, there's just something that happens within you that you're so unapologetic about the path that you were always supposed to take. Okay. There's something I said about this. I was talking about women, but it applies to a lot of things in life. But, like, I've always said this. I'm like, look, I know that women, we're beautiful at all stages. Okay. But when I look back at pictures of, like, a lot of us when we were, very, very young, some of you are very young watching this, okay? But this is something I feel. But, like, when I look at a picture of, like, 17 or 18-year-old me, I'm like, oh my God, she was so pretty. She was so fit, okay? But she was a dumb fucking bitch. She was a really dumb bitch. I don't know what it is, but there's just, like, this metamorphosis that clicks for most women and people. Like, once they hit the age of 30 and beyond, like, I don't know what it is. I can't describe it, but there's just something that puts a fuck it in your system, and the glow up and the beauty is like it's just so beautiful. And I tried to explain this concept to a friend, and they're like, no, 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 no. When I was 19, I dressed so well. I looked so good. I looked my best. So maybe you don't feel good about yourself when you were 19, but I felt great. And I'm like, okay, but nah, that's not what I mean. It's not about what we had on. It's about your ability to stand for yourself. It's about the backbone that you had. People don't fuck with you at 35 and above the way they fucked with you at 18. People don't play in your face when you're older the way they did when you were younger. I'm not talking about what fucking designer you were wearing. I'm talking about your dumbass mindset that you had. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you guys are getting to a place where things are going to be done in such more of a beautiful and powerful way because you're not that dumb little scaredy cat bitch no more. All right? You're not afraid to tell people how you feel about themselves. You're not afraid to fight for what you want. And that's what I mean. All right? That cannot be improvised. That sort of experience cannot be improvised. All right? What you have in your mind at a certain point, and then fast forward 10, 20, 30 years, the wisdom just grows, or hopefully it does. It should. We all know somebody that they're older, but they're still young. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, you're going to build in a way that it's just like it's so much more different this time because it's not the little scary cat bitch doing it this time around. It's somebody who's grown, who knows what the fuck they're doing, who has been through so much, who is not just gonna let anybody or anything play with them. Right. So guys, let's get some cards of advice. All right, I digress with that. Let's get some cards of advice, guys. And if this is resonating with you so far, there's links in the description below to donate, as well as my wish list if you guys want to surprise me and bless the home. And of course, my loves, if you need a personal reading, they are there. Now that I've changed my website, every single reading except one will come out within 24 hours. There is a one-on-one reading, which I will contact you within 24 hours. And then we make a time to talk. I'll text you from my phone number. And yeah, we just make a time to talk whenever's good for you. All right, guys, so let's do this. What is the advice here, Aquarius? What advice does Spirit want to leave you with? We have the Page of Pentacles reversed, the Knight of Swords reversed, Three of Swords reversed, Five of Wands reversed. So guys, like, there's just something, again, there's no shoulda, woulda, coulda when it came to it. Whatever you're walking away from, that was, it's time to walk away from it. Again, there's no shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like, you have exhausted all avenues of effort when it came to someone or something. There could be people around you like, well, what if you did, well, what if you did, try that, did that, yep, did that. Like, this is something that was just, it wasn't going to work for you. For some of you, maybe it was someone that was very closely tied to you, whether it was a lover, friend. But guys, like, you take off after this, so I know it's easier said than done, but Spirit doesn't want you to worry about the bullshit that someone's going to be spewing. All right, there's a lot of healing coming in, and with the Five of Wands reversed, you have officially taken yourself out of this fight. All right, you never asked for this. Let's get 4 more cards here. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yep, you're leaving something out in the cold. I don't care if you're hungry. I don't care if you're cold. You should have thought about that when you were inside, warm and fed. Sounds like a you problem. You know what I'm saying? We got the Eight of Swords here and the Five of Cups reversed. So is this something you're going to think about a lot? Yes. Okay, but I don't see it as you thinking about it and then it holds you back. I see you having times where you think about it. It's like, yo, I really got through that. You know, I really went through that and I deserve so much better. So anytime you think about it, it's only to transmute that negative energy into something very positive for you. Okay. There could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that was involved, but I feel like you guys are focusing now on something that you're going to be very passionate about and you're very unapologetic and you're going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. All right. But it's people who, they didn't rub you the right way. So why are you rubbing them the right way? The fuck? That's not how it works no more. All right? And that's what I'm saying. With experience, you get to the fucking point where it's like, no, you're mean, you're evil, you're fucking cruel. You're going to get what's coming to you. Don't come to me begging on your knees for forgiveness. Oh, but I could change. Cool. I hope you can, but change for the next person. Change for yourself. I'm not going to be part of this. I'm not going to be here to see that change. Like, fuck out of here. Like, something is done for good. Yeah, guys, you've released such a heavy burden. All right, Aquarius, like you guys, you're not willing to fight, to cry, no. You're just allowing yourself to heal. And guys, whatever this is, I truly feel that this is an out of sight, out of mind sort of situation. Okay, like I feel like if you guys really can stick to your guns and if you guys can really, truly keep this out of your life, because I do feel like the power is within your court. But I feel like if you truly, truly, truly promise yourself you're going to stay away from something and you truly do, all the burden that you feel, all the heaviness that you feel, that all dissipates, that all goes away. Okay, but there's just something that you were always supposed to be so successful, but you realize that the more and more you dealt with someone or something, life just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So now you just look at this as a memory and you're choosing to really stabilize yourself more than you ever have. If anything, being independent, and for some of you single, this is more appealing than anything in the world right now. Okay? And guys, when you decide to give your heart to someone or when you decide to choose a friend and be like, okay, you're my person, make sure that it's worth it. Make sure it's not something that takes away from you. Okay? You guys have been through enough, all right? We don't have time for people to take our light, to take our energy anymore, all right? And last thing I will say is trust me, when you have light, people are very aware of that, whether they admit it to you or not. All right? There was people that chose you and targeted you for something for a reason because they saw that light. Okay? It's funny because I went to church a few years ago with my parents. I'm not really, like, I'm religious, I'm spiritual, but I have the worst memories in church, and like the worst people in my life are people that go to church every Sunday. So it's just like I kind of, no, whatever. But anyways, I went with my mom a few years ago to, you know, to make her happy. And I really actually got something out of it where the priest was talking about, you know, he was saying that, you know, nobody throws rocks at a fruitless tree. Okay, and it was talking about like a neighborhood where people saw this tree that had all this fruit, so they were throwing things at it to get the fruit down. If you were fruitless, they would have never thrown those stones, those rocks. They would have never cast that on you. All right? Maybe the reason why you were attacked is because you had so much to offer. As much as it sucks, sometimes we got to take that as a compliment. That's the best way to take away from it. You attacked me because I was worth attacking. You weren't going to get anywhere. You weren't going to get anything else like this from any of the other things and people around. You had to choose the most fruitful target. All right? So keep that in mind, Aquarius. I love you guys so much. Until next time.